Hey folks, welcome back to the Restaurant Show. With me now is Matt Bettschart from Granite City Food and Brewery. Matt, how are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Awesome. So we're making ponzu glazed salmon today.
That's right.
Let's get started. Let's jump right in.
Well, we're going to start with a piece of Atlantic salmon here, and I'm just going to season it with our special fish seasoning here. It's just got some nice spices in that. That'll give it a nice crust on the outside.
Okay.
And I've got a nice hot pan here. We're going to start it out and just place it right into that oil there.
There we go.
And we'll get that cooking.
Okay, cool.
And we'll talk a little bit about kind of the dish itself.
Sure, yeah. Let's talk a little bit about beer, because after all, this is Granite City Food and Brewery. So what beers pair well with this dish?
Well, today I brought the Prairie Vixen, which is our Hefeweizen.
That sounds interesting. Prairie Vixen.
Yeah, so it's one of our staple beers. Pairs real nice with the seafood dishes.
Okay.
And it's got kind of some hints of bubblegum, clove. And then it's got a little bit of a citrus tone as well. So there's also a little bit of banana flavors that you'll pick up on it. So it's a really unique beer, and it's going to go great with the different flavors of this ponzu salmon.
Yeah.
So of course we're starting out with the salmon there.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and just get this cooking here.
Okay, all right.
And you'll see, so I brought two dishes here. We'll also be doing the pulled pork waffle.
Yep. I'm excited to see that, because the pork and waffles, you don't think that those go well together, but I bet you Matt has a way of making them go well together.
Well, what's kind of unique is a lot of the dishes you'll see in a brewery like ours, we actually cook with the beer.
Okay.
And so I brought one that we're actually cooking with the beer, and that's going to be the waffle where we braise the pork in our batch 1000. This one here is actually going to be where it's best just drinking the beer along with the dish.
Sure,
so it's kind of unique like that. So anyway, I've got that salmon cooking. We flipped it over here, and I brought with us this ponzu glaze, and that's where I'm going to go ahead and add this right now, and we're going to kind of deglaze the pan with that.
Sure. So what's in the ponzu glaze?
So the ponzu glaze is kind of like a citrus soy sauce, if you will. So we have citrus in there, lemon juice, orange juice, some soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic, ginger, so that's going to give it the Asian flair, if you will. It really complements the salmon well. And of course, with that sugar in it, we're going to just reduce it down and kind of caramelize it, and get it to become a little bit of a syrup or a glaze, if you will.
Ooh, excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So is that something, do you have to flip it again to make sure the glaze gets on both sides?
Well, what we're going to do is we're kind of, we've got the glaze reducing down, thickening up there. I'm going to pull the salmon out, reserve the glaze, and then at the end, we're going to just pour that glaze over top. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so that goes on at the end. I can already see that it's getting thicker. It's fantastic.
So.
One of the things I wanted to ask you while that is cooking yet is you guys have a great Sunday brunch from 9 to 2 p.m.
Yes,
absolutely. What day of the week is that at? That's good.
Every Sunday, and we've been doing it for years, and still people haven't quite found the magic secret of our brunch, but it is delicious, and it's just $14.95. It's all you can eat. There's carved prime rib, made to order omelets, all kinds of great stuff. You'll never go wrong coming in and joining us for Sunday,
so load
Sunday
up,
brunch.
Folks. Go into Granite City and load up.
There you go.
All right.
So here you've got that glaze, and we're just going to kind of top that across the salmon there, and set that aside. And in the meantime now, we're going to get our veggies going. It's going to be served with this. And this is like a stir-fried vegetable. Sure. It's going to start off with a little bit of oil.
All right.
So we're going to get that going. We're going to add some shiitake mushrooms.
All right, cool.
And then our vegetables here, and this is a mixture of some julienne vegetables. It's really nice. There's zucchini and squash and carrots, some green beans, and then broccolini.
Broccolini, gotta have the broccolini.
That is right. So we're gonna get that going.
Okay, great.
In the meantime, what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna build this pulled pork waffle.
All right, yeah, show us. I'm so excited to see this. So this is a waffle, obviously you made ahead of time.
I did, and this is a jalapeno corn waffle. So it's kind of a standard waffle batter. It's got jalapenos and corn in it.
Wow,
So it's got a little bit of spice, and then we're going to take our batch 1000, which is our double IPA braised pork. So we have the braised pork that I've already shredded up. It's been cooked for hours with our double IPA, so it's got a lot of great flavors.
Okay, all right.
And so I'm just going to stack this up.
Now, when you say braised pork, how do you actually braise the pork?
Well, we take it and literally surround it by beer, and then just slow cook it for a number of hours.
Slow cooked
until it's fall apart tender.
Sure, all right.
Our shiitake's going for the salmon.
There you go.
And then I'm going to top it with our homemade barbecue sauce.
Ooh, wow.
And so we're going to get that just going all over the place.
On a waffle.
Yeah, and then
this is unbelievable.
We've got some nice crispy fried onion straws.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna do right on top, just like that, and they can just kind of fall apart all over the place.
Is this? I'm just so fascinated by the fact that you've got meat on a waffle. Is that something? Is that a Granite City concoction?
Well,
is that
I've seen it before, but
okay.
it is something that's quite unique.
Okay.
We're gonna serve it with some coleslaw.
Okay.
And then also some of our waffle fries, which are absolutely delicious.
Now, folks, this is a great looking, very unique meal. You know it's going to taste good, and you know it's going to leave you feeling full, which is what we want, right? So
that's the
awesome.
truth. And now this one actually pairs with our Oktoberfest.
Okay.
And so I did bring that. Just the last minute here, we're going to throw in our vegetables.
There we go.
And just give those a nice quick saute. We'll give them a little toss.
Okay. And this is what goes along with the salmon then?
That's correct. Yep. So the salmon's served with a sticky rice. The sticky rice is just seasoned with a little bit of mirin, which is rice vinegar.
Sure.
And to these vegetables, we're going to add some of our Asian glaze, which is very simple glaze of hoisin sauce and a little siracha.
Okay.
And so if you can see, that is really coming together nicely.
Yeah. Would you ever let me do that?
Hey, you know, if you'd like to try it, we'd be more than happy.
The ratings might go up, but the food's going down. So we'll,
There you go. So we're going to just add this right to our bowl here.
Wow.
Just like that. I am going to then season the rice with just a little black sesame.
Very good.
That's going to look real nice on it. I've got our salmon hiding out over here.
Okay.
And so we're going to just
Drop
drop the salmon on there and garnish it. So a couple red peppers.
Yeah.
And a little bit of our green.
And the salmon's still really nice.
Green onions there.
Yeah.
So that is the dish.
Well, if you are hungry, head on down to Granite City Food and Brewery. You'll leave with a full belly of really great food. Matt, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, it's always a pleasure.
Too bad you can't stick around during the commercial break, because I'm going to be enjoying this. But don't go away. There's more restaurant show coming up right after the break.